All right. So we're going to go ahead and start. We are live on Facebook. And we're going to get started. All right. So hello, everybody. Welcome again. It is Tuesday, 3 o'clock. That means that, I'm sorry, we have my phone on with Facebook Live. It's Tuesday at 3 o'clock. That means that it is the State of Your Business weekly webinar with the Fort Worth Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce. My name is Denise. I am the Membership Service Director here at the Chamber. So before we get started, we do have a few announcements. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on my screen for you all. We are in collaboration with the City of Fort Worth, the Fort Worth Chamber, the Fort Worth Hispanic Chamber, and other entities through the CARES Act grant from the City of Fort Worth. We are distributing masks tomorrow for businesses. So if you go onto our Facebook, you'll see this post right here. You click on it, it'll take you to the Visit Fort Worth site. It'll tell you a little bit more about the mask distribution for the businesses. So we're doing it in 50 increments of 50 masks. You can get a maximum of 250 masks for per business. All you have to do is provide your name, your email, and company name. It starts tomorrow from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at these locations right here. So if you're not sure where to go, we are actually the Fort Worth Black Chamber. We are here at the Business Assistance Center, which is off of I-35 in Rosedale. But if you scroll down, it'll also have the addresses for the other locations. So if you have a business or if you know of anybody with a business that needs these masks, because now it's a requirement by Tarrant County for businesses to wear masks and for the customers to wear masks. Make sure to spread the word because it's happening tomorrow and those are probably going to go really fast. Another thing that we have coming up, we have an upcoming event of the 2020 Women's Summer Book Discussion through the Chamber. It's going to be a virtual event on Zoom on July 18th. It is a Saturday at 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So there's more information on that on our Facebook. If you want to check it out, register for the event. It is free. So that's all I have for those announcements. I'm going to go ahead and introduce to you our business highlight for today. His name is Cedric Anderson. And let me pull him up so he can tell you more about his business. So, Cedric.
All right. Thank you, Denise, for just allowing me to introduce and showcase my company. Again, Second Chance Opportunity Source was established in the year 2000. Second Chance Opportunity Source is a company focused on helping people realize the American dream of home ownership. The company specializes in mortgage loan processing. We do mortgage protection and real estate investing. We do credit restoration and debt reduction strategies. Also, the name Second Chance Opportunity Source was chosen with much thought and suggests exactly its company's goal is to give everyday people the option of starting over or revamping their financial situation to create better lives. We have been associated with the Black Chamber of Commerce in Fort Worth for over 20 years. In 2001, we received the Eagle Awards for Business. In 2005, we also received the U.S. Department of Commerce Minority Business Development Award, also followed by the highly coveted, Quest for Success Award in 2007, and we really took off when that happened. And at the same time, we realized that we are facing some hard times with this COVID-19 and the pandemic. We look diligently to keep pace with the latest industry trends and opportunities for our clients. With that in mind, today, most businesses, and individuals are facing, some difficult times trying to stay open, let alone, keep afloat financially. Second Chance Opportunity Source have created special services and opportunities for our clients and future clients to recover from this pandemic and COVID-19 challenges. We welcome clients to, with our resources to help them come out of the trenches and ditches of these things that's happening to them financially. With that said, Denise, I bring it back to you and thank you for the highlight.
For sure. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's very useful information. It's very much needed. So I appreciate you and your business being part of our chamber.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce my coworker. His name is Daryl Brewer. He's the Economic Development Manager here at the Fort Worth Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce. We're going to get our program started. But before we do that, I do want to let you all know that we do have a form for businesses that want to be highlighted on our weekly webinars. It's in all of our in most of our email distributions, as well as our social media. If you're not already following us on social media, our handle is FW Black Chamber on across all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So make sure to follow us, especially on Facebook. That's the one that we're most active on, where we're spreading word on different things that we hear about, like resources for minority businesses and just small business owners to get them through this time. So if you're interested in that, there's a form on there where you can sign up and I'll get in contact with you so that we can have you on here and spread your message of your business. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have Daryl. Hi, Daryl.
Hello, Denise. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the our Tuesday webinar. And forgive me because I can't find my little stand for my phone. It's between home and here. So, but anyway, we're going to drive on. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of certain things before we get to our program. Number one, unemployment. So the Texas Workforce Commission has announced today to delay implementing the fact that you got to search for employment to continue to get your unemployment. So, you know, in the past, you had to look for so many businesses, so many jobs during the week in order to get your paycheck. So they had suspended that, and now they put it back in place, and now they suspended it again, and that was just announced today. Second thing, Facebook money. So, you know, we had about $250,000 to give away, and that has already been dispersed as of last week. If you applied for the Facebook money and you haven't heard anything via email or you haven't received a check, you certainly give us a call here. You can call me directly at 817-871-6558, or you can email me at dbrewer@fwmbcc.org, and we will find out if you're an answer if you applied and you haven't heard anything yet. Now, that's not to be confused with the city of Fort Worth money. That's about $10 million that it was just, the application ended just on June 15th. So if you had a deadline of June 15th and you put your application in for that, that money has not been dispersed. The decision has not been made on who's getting what just yet. Okay, so calm down, don't worry about that. We expect that money will be decided upon and dispersed by the end of July. Okay, so at the end of July, if you haven't heard anything, if you don't have a check or some money in your account, certainly give us a call and connect back here with the Black Chamber of Commerce. All right. So today ends the application for PPP. We've been talking about that for a good 2 months. So if you haven't applied for PPP yet, payroll protection, paycheck protection program, well, today is the last day, and if you probably have not already in the process, you can probably forget about it. So there was, you know, still $100 million or $75 million last time I checked. But that's over. What I want you to look at now is those who have already received PPP funds. I want you to look at the loan forgiveness application, and that's been updated as of June 16th. So all you need to do is just go type Google SBA, SBA.gov, SBA, PPP, and it'll pop up loan forgiveness, and then you'll have all the information you need there. Download that, fill out that application so that you can get, you know, so you can get forgiven for that money for PPP. Okay, also we have the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, EIDL, EIDL. That had been suspended a couple originally, and then when it came back online, it was only for agriculture. Now that it's come back online for small businesses as well. So if you're interested in the loan, then you can get that. And these are, you don't have to pay these loans back for sometimes 6 months to a year. The last time I saw it, the maximum interest rate was about 4%. So the thing I would tell you is if you feel like you need it, go ahead and apply. Or if you're questionable, then apply. And you can always decide if you're going to take the money or not. They're not going to force it on you. So that's what I would say. There's also a possibility that you can get an advance up to $10,000 on that EIDL loan. So when you click on it, at the SBA, you go ahead and click on, you'll see where it says advance. So sometimes there's free money in the sense that you don't have to pay it back. You have to fill out some forms. You have to, there may be some criteria, but go ahead and take a closer look at that if you haven't already. Finally, there's money if you live in Collin County or if you live in Tarrant County outside of the city of Fort Worth, as well as Dallas. There is money out there as well for small businesses. If you live in one of those areas, go to your economic development department there and fill out their application so you can get some of this free money. I will tell you that Fort Worth has the best process because we're not on a lottery system. We're looking at all of the applications with the Black Chamber of Commerce, Hispanic Chamber, the Downtown Chamber, United Way. We're all looking at these to make sure that we reach all the applicants and try to get money down to the grassroots level. So that's what's going on here in Fort Worth. That's everything we have out there. Again, if you have any questions, you can certainly, if you're on Facebook, go ahead and type it in to the comment section. We'll be able to see it and we will ask the question aloud. If you're in the Zoom, go ahead and type it into the Zoom chat. All right, let's get to our guest. So next up, we have our program is regarding Black-owned Facebook groups. So DFW, Black-owned, as in Black-owned businesses, and they're Facebook groups that are out there that are focusing. There's some new ones out there, and it has really, really made a difference. And so we want to get into that and talk about that now. We have three lovely ladies. They're wave at them, lovely ladies. Y'all can unmute. And so we have from left to right, we have Carmen Pinnick. In the middle, we have Kim Starks. And to the right, we have Brandy Bird.
Hello.
Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. You ladies have done the thing. So first of all, I would love for you to just kind of, from starting with Carmen, just tell us who you are, maybe where you work, where you from.
My name is Carmen. I'm from Arlington, and I actually work at Wells Fargo. I work in the auto side of the thing.
Ain't no Black people really from Arlington.
But we like things have changed. Things have changed. Back in the day, yeah, you're right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. How about you, Kim?
My name's Kim. I work for an Anderson company in the IT department. I'm from Arlington as well, technically. Technically, I'm from Arlington, but I was born in Waxahachie. And so just so y'all know that we've been friends for over 30 years. So this was just kind of happened for us naturally.
Okay, awesome. Brandy, talk to me.
Hello, I'm Brandy Bird, and I am from Arlington as well. Surprise. And I work for Medical City. I'm a patient financial counselor.
Okay, awesome, awesome. I know a little bit about Arlington. I lived in Arlington, and I graduated from the University of Texas at Arlington. So,
Okay.
But I didn't know nobody who was actually from Arlington when I went there. All right, awesome. So tell me the name of whoever wants to speak. Tell me the name of your group, of your site.
It is DFW Black-owned restaurants. I don't know if you can see the shirt.
Oh, Sookie, Sookie now.
ready.
Okay.
DFW Black Owned Restaurants. Let me tell you something I noticed. I see y'all got the little TM by it now as well. Y'all have trademarked the name. So
Business first at this point.
hey, who wants to tell me about the name, the site in and of itself?
And where can we get these shirts?
We're
Coming
working on that.
soon. Look, coming soon. Coming. Yeah, we'll keep y'all posted on that.
Yes. We are definitely working on that as we speak, actually.
A lot of people are wanting them, so yeah.
Recently, with all of the things going on, with the riots and everything going on, we were like, so how can we meet up to go to, on our own Facebook page with our own friends to support Black-owned restaurants? Because, historically, African Americans, Black people gather together over food and usually music. So like, what can we do? So we were just like, let's go ahead and create a group. So I created the group, the DFW Black-owned restaurants, thinking that it was just going to affect our circle,
Right.
maybe our relatives. Well, within an hour, we had like 5,000 members. And then overnight, it was like 20,000. And up to date, we have over 250,000 members.
In less than 30 days.
30 days. Yeah.
That's incredible. That's incredible. I know I joined, and I think I joined maybe 7 or 10 days later or something like that. And it was about 150,000, 175,000 at that point. And I was like, so then I was like, okay, has this thing been around a long time? So I went and checked. So what was the launch date? Do you remember?
June 3rd.
June the 3rd. We're not even to July 3rd yet.
No. Yeah.
And you have over 250,000 members. That is incredible.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's a
Point
part-time
blank.
job.
Yeah.
So y'all were just kind of sitting around and saying, okay, we want to support Black businesses and we want to focus on the restaurant industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Because thinking about how Black people are, hey, we like to eat, we talk, that's part of our whole culture. So our little group of people,
Right.
let's do something for them. So you're telling me there was not this conscious like marketing effort that caused this big jump?
No.
It was personal.
It was like-
we wanted to find something local. We was like, because I think Blackout Tuesday was just starting to be like a thing.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So we texted amongst each other, was like, hey, where can we go, for Blackout Tuesdays that's local in the area? And I was like, well, send me what you got. I'll send you what I have. And then Kim was like, you know what, let's just put it on a page. And then we linked up all our friends, and then
And it just
Went.
all
like
the businesses
wildfires.
popped
Like,
up, happened amongst text messages. So
So when you say you linked up all your friends, each one of y'all got like 5,000 members on your page or something like that?
no.
my page,
Yeah, my page our pages are private.
that's what we were like,
Okay, we're like, wait, what's going on? Like,
we had cousins we didn't know we had.
exactly.
I mean, we have visitors coming in from like Chicago, Washington, saying, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
where can we go? We
Everywhere.
have this." So
Right.
it has spread with an influx
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I pull it up on here on the share screen so people can see it?
Oh yeah, you
Sure.
can pull it up. Yes.
Give me a second.
And again, I just want to remind people, if you have questions, go ahead and type them into, if you're on Facebook, type it into the comment. If you are here, go ahead and type it into the chat. And so that's it. All right. So y'all didn't do anything special to prepare, just kind of ran off and has just gone crazy. Okay,
Yes.
so can you let's go back and have everybody up on the screen, please, Denise. So can you tell us the effect it has had that you have seen on Black business? Have you heard stories? What has gone on?
Well, we've had some happy tears with some of the owners
Literally.
because some of the owners are just so overwhelmingly appreciative because they were like, well, first of all, selfishly, we didn't know that this is going to take off like it did. So we didn't think that the businesses were, we didn't know initially. And so within the first weekend, I believe Fat Burger sold out completely on their opening weekend. They had to close on Sunday and reopen on Monday to restock. There were several other places that just ran out of food, not knowing that we were driving people to their locations.
Right.
And so they have been overwhelmed. Some have called or inboxed us when we go visit the locations, which we're trying to do now. They have just been so appreciative that their growth has some locations triple on weekends, you know, because they weren't getting the business during the pandemic. And they were like, they didn't know where it came from. And some people were like, oh yeah, this group I'm on Facebook, we had your address and, you know, we're here to eat.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's been very appreciative, you know, because some of them can't handle the business right now, but we're hoping to figure out a way to help them to get, you know, some assistance so they can kind of get more modern technology and things like that.
Even with that, some of our team members have put in like a volunteer group to go out and assist some of these businesses, like help with taking phone calls and help with, you know, cleaning up the landscape. And that's just from being on this page where they were like, hey, they need the help. Let's go just volunteer our time.
Yep.
So that's when the community thing is, you know, within our page that was able to help those businesses as well.
Right.
It actually helped, like, there was a portion of it where it showed like in my neighborhood that I didn't even know that was there, like because I live in the area in South Fort Worth where by McCart and Alta Mesa, that little where Sack and Save used to be. Area, I didn't even know. I would pass by and I would see like the trucks and stuff like that. But recently, like the lines is like block long of people trying to get. I'm like, wow, it was just insane. And I knew about it because of the page. And I live right there.
Yeah,
that's what we were saying. Right in the neighborhood.
Right there.
No idea.
Right. Driving past like probably on a daily and had no clue it was right there. Like,
Yes.
So what do you attribute this phenomenon to? Like, what do you think in the people's mind who are joining the page, who are going to see new Black businesses or Black businesses who've been existing? What do you think has been their mindset?
I think to get back to the community and our sole focus when we started the group was to always, my punchline is to circulate the Black dollar.
Yeah.
You know, because that is so important in our community. We don't do that enough and it doesn't stay in our community long enough.
Right.
So if we also can educate the adults and then our youth or the next generation to feed your money and your time into Black businesses, the dollar will circulate a lot longer than it has like it does in other communities, right? So this is point blank period. In the Asian community, it lasts way longer. Ours lasts 6 hours or if that, something like that. Yeah. So I think we need to just raise that statistic. We spend our money everywhere else. So why not put the money back into our community?
Right.
Okay. So, but you know, the thing that's curious to me is that this is not anything new to where, hey, spend money with Black businesses. This is not anything new. When I was young and the Muslims were talking about it, the Black Chambers, this Black Chamber's been around for 40 years. We've been talking about it, but you know, nothing has happened to this extent. So what do you think has fueled it?
I think timing.
The climate.
The
climate has changed.
Right.
You know, the woke, as we would say, it has shifted.
Yeah.
So people are more aware of what the circumstances could be if you had to, you know, help with self. You have to help self first before you can help others.
Right.
So I think it's just a matter of being woke now.
Yeah.
Oh, so so we're awake now, but I just find it curious, and I know that most of this happened after the George Floyd situation, but you know, many Black men have been killed before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
but this has had a totally different effect, though.
Yeah.
Like it is different, but for whatever reason, and you know,
enough was enough.
Enough was enough, right?
Technology,
and it was like,
social media is different. The venues in which we can see things and how we now that we can see the impact so instantly now, opposed to before it was like, you know, you see it on the news, maybe like even with the George Floyd now, you really don't see it anymore.
Right.
But with social
But
media,
there's
you
still
got the
protests.
constant reminders and things
Right.
what's going on. So
Right.
it's always in front of you. Your cell phone, you're
Mhm.
everywhere. So I think that may be why it made a different shift as far as the climate and it's being consistent with what's going on.
So what kind of problems have you guys, or challenges have you guys seen because of this great growth so fast?
I think the main part is probably just trying to well, we all have full-time jobs and families, so trying to control the medium and make sure that we're pleasing the public as well, so also taking care of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
So just trying to have that balance has been
right.
the most difficult thing, and trying to transition, into greater things for the community and people being more patient. And I think also with people not being as patient, as kind as they can possibly be with some of the vendors in the restaurants has been an issue as well. So I think that if we can work together, it will definitely be such for the greater good.
Right.
But right now, it's just, patience and kindness will go a long way if we can, respect one another.
Right.
So it sounds like you have some growing pain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With any new
That's gonna
business, right?
come. That's gonna come. Well, you have the naysayers.
Yeah.
Or what did she say? The crabs that come in clawing at you, trying to
Yeah.
get you, bring you down. But
Well, what are they saying?
Just
Because we gotta check them. That's part of what we're
Okay.
gonna check them on. We gonna check them on.
just things that they could take to the owner, basically. If you want to, my thing is like you can have constructive criticism without being negative, right?
right.
So you have to find a way to get your issue resolved without coming to social media all the time to voice your opinion. Yeah, we're trying to keep the page as positive as possible.
Right.
We get that there's going to be a bad experience, but when you have a bad experience at a regular chain restaurant, all you do is you still go back.
That's a personal
Exactly.
thing. That's not something to go on social media with 250,000 people, because that one comment can mess up a business.
Right.
So we got to keep in mind, like, some people don't seem to understand that. So we have to monitor that, because we're here for the benefit of the whole, the community. So those one naysayers can, we have to keep looking for those, even for ourselves and for the business.
Right.
Well, that's a lot. At 250,000 people, that's a whole lot of folks to try to corral.
It is. It is.
It's only about 10% though. It's probably about 5 or 10% of the ones.
You get
Right.
your competitive one. Most
Right.
of them are,
We have a lot more positive than negative.
Right.
So
maybe, and I know that you're always going to have the few, but maybe we ought to help come up with a idea of a process of dealing with it if you are unsatisfied, you're dissatisfied.
Right.
Like first of all, check your stuff before you leave.
Yeah.
And then if you have a problem, go back to the owner, call them and see if they can work it out. And you have to be reasonable too. And then after a period of time, so you're not reconciled, okay, then maybe we can do something. Or maybe we need to have our own police force, so to speak, where we like have some type of mediation between, maybe, I know this is way too much, but between the site and between the owners. Oh, maybe we can come up with an owner's, I don't want to call it Bill of Rights, but an owner's guide, things that they were going to do, that they're going to agree to. We're going to agree to do this, da-da-da. And if this is going to be our ways of resolving it, we're going to try to do this first, second, and third. So maybe we can get that. Because the truth of the matter is, our patrons need to be educated and patient, and ownership. Probably some owners need to be educated as well.
Right.
And what worked when you had 20 customers doesn't necessarily work when you have 200.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so, and I will say this to the owners, that's what the Fort Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce is here to help you navigate, moving to the next level. We also have resources here. We're in the Business Assistance Center here in the city of Fort Worth, which is at I-35 and East Rosedale. And in this center, this is owned and sponsored by the city of Fort Worth, but we have nonprofit organizations such as SCORE, which is part of the SBA with that can provide you with mentorship. They provide classes. The Black Chamber, we provide classes to help you. Also, there's a Small Business Development Center. They're part of Texas Tarrant County College. They have classes. They have one-on-one mentoring and business assistance. So we actually have two community development financing organizations here. So if you need money to help grow, like for instance, and so that you don't have to go to those factoring companies that's going to and charge you 20-30%. So we have some funding here that can help those businesses grow and handle this volume that we hope that will continue instead of, just popping up for now and then falling away.
Right.
So that was my next topic, was the chamber and how we can get all of these Black-owned businesses to be a part of the chamber. Because that's what we do. Like through the group, you're trying to get them to network with each other and trying to bring awareness to each other's businesses and things like that, and use each other for putting your money back into your own communities. You know what I mean? Like our own communities of minorities. But like, how can we get them to be part of the chamber? That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are mom and pops, right? So they don't have technology and they're just generational, right? They're passing the torch from one person to the next. I think it's going to start to do, like, you have to get out there and do some footwork. Like we're taking the time to go to these restaurants on our own, as to visit some of the owners and just let them meet us in person. So I think it's going to take hitting the pavement sometimes, going and say, hey, I know y'all may not have, a website, which most of them don't. They have Facebook. If they have Facebook,
Yeah.
A lot of them are just using their phones at these older establishments. So they need help with website development. They need help with some customer service skills.
Right.
They need help with going on your site to register their business,
Mm-hmm.
and especially the small people that are probably working from home that need to learn how to get a business license. They need to learn how to get a food handler's license. They need guidance. They may be a single parent, and they need the extra push to go get registered so they can become a legit business, an LLC, rather than working from home and not having their own commercial kitchen.
Right.
Oh, well, don't be telling that. Well, we don't want to invite the popo.
They need a little help.
But and that's what the chamber is here for, to help guide businesses through that, because you can be a sole proprietorship and be just fine. When you get your DBA and you're a sole proprietor, and you go to the comptrollers to check and see if you need to pay sales tax, and then you go get your and then you turn around, you should go get you a business account, a separate business account from your personal account, and make sure that you keep those things separate. And that will save you a lot of trouble and headache down the road. Trust and believe it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, what's next? So y'all have this great group site that's going gangbusters. What's next? What are the next plans that you guys have?
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to tell? Y'all don't want to tell it. Y'all got some stuff.
So much. Look, we like, it's been overwhelming. It's been good, but overwhelming. Honestly, what we would like to do is get it off of Facebook and get like an actual website set up to kind of drive people to that website. I don't know the commerce, like how do you all reach out to the establishments, like to assist them? Like, do y'all have people? I guess I'm asking you a question now. Do you have people that go out to actually speak with them and let them know, hey, we're here for you, or anything of that sort by chance?
Well, absolutely. That's one of my, I didn't even say that earlier. I'm the economic development manager for the Ford Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce. So yes, we do go to Black businesses and let them know what's available. We do these things on Facebook, on social media to let them know what's available. And that's why I was part of the curious things as to poof, all of a sudden, this activity and this responsiveness when I think many grassroots organizations have been pounding the pavement for decades and our community seems to be asleep. We have a lot of opportunity. Just give you an example in the construction industry in Southeast Fort Worth in the hood. We got $1.6 billion. Actually, it's up to $2 billion is going to be spent on highway construction. And, you know, it's a challenge to get good qualified, not that we don't have any, but it's a challenge to get enough that we really can make a difference in our community in the construction trades, whether it's plumbing, electrical, street paving, concrete, what have you. And so that's the message we want to get out. We want to get the message out of entrepreneurship. The truth of the matter is, while it can be challenging, entrepreneurs typically going to make more money over their lifetime than those who work for a company. That's just how it is. But that's not necessarily what we're taught at home, in our community. So those are types of messages that we definitely are trying to get out. And so there you go from us. But I'm really looking at, so at this point, your plan with your organization or with your group is just to kind of stay where it is, or so you want to go to a website just so that you can control it better and you're not under the umbrella of Facebook.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's getting too large for Facebook, so we're definitely wanting to outsource that to a website for sure, and look at. We're definitely clearly looking at we're working this out into more of a business options for us as well, because it is a great opportunity for us to still help our community and also, you know, just bless others, you know, with this. So we're definitely looking forward to transitioning from just a group on Facebook to it is a business opportunity for us, which we are working on that as well in the background.
Okay, great. I could tell you back in the day, I'm gonna date myself, but anyway, 70s and 80s, there was a thing called the Black Page. And it still is out there, I think, to some degree, but it is not I think it was pretty popular back then, and it's not as popular that I haven't seen as much now. So yes, there's definitely opportunity and a need for us to engage Black businesses and, you know, advertise it. So that's great. That's the next step. All right. Anything that we haven't talked about that you want to let me know?
I think for one thing, I think that's just from the voices that we're hearing in the group messages, that a lot of Black-owned businesses are looking for an outlet outside of ours, like a bigger platform to go to register their business or to go look for other, we call them BOBs, right? They need to go like, I want to look for a doctor, a lawyer, or I want to look for, you know, a lawn care business.
Right.
Well, we decided that we didn't want to focus on all those. You know, our niche is restaurants. And so they are looking for somewhere where they can go to one source to say, hey, I want to look for a Black lawyer. I want to look for a Black gynecologist, you know?
Right.
And so I know I don't know how y'all can come into contact and help them with that, but that's what they're looking for, a one-stop solution to, you know, start registering those businesses, doctors, and, you know, grocery stores, or it's just one stop to go find that
whole directory.
list, a directory, yeah. Like a green book.
Right.
So to Denise's point, we do have, when you become a member, you automatically load on to our membership directory. So, and it's done by category. And it's been a challenge to probably get Black business to come and join the chamber so that would happen. It's $200. Now I'll tell you one difference. What you guys are doing is totally free to the business owner.
Right.
To join the chamber, it's $200. It's $200 a year. That's not a tremendous amount, but it is an amount. So to some people, they may feel like it's prohibitive or it's not worth it. But the idea is if we all throw in, it will be worth it. I'm sure that nobody's complaining about the business they're getting from you guys in terms of the money they're making.
Right.
But it was an easy come in because I came in at zero.
Yeah. That's true.
So
we do have a referral program.
Let's see if we have some questions, Denise. Denise, do we have any questions in the?
No questions on live or on here.
Really? Wow. Okay, people just saying, hey, I'm here, huh?
Yeah, they're just watching and enjoying. But yeah, we do have a referral program with the chamber. So we get phone calls all day asking for Black-owned businesses, dentists, gynecologists, like you said, literally everything. Especially now because of the current climate that's happening. I feel like we had a pretty good amount before, but now it's like skyrocketed. Like I get calls, at least several calls every day, asking for these kinds of businesses. So I mean, there's a need for it. And with being part of the chamber, like we're here to help you put your business out there as a African American owned business, or just a minority owned business. Just try to connect you with other like-minded people and try to get your business out there and helping each other bring all of our businesses out there. So that's just something to think about, basically.
So I saw a question. Somebody wanted to know if this is just for the food industry. And I will tell you on Facebook there, if you just put in DFW Black owned, then you will see Black owned businesses. I created DFW Black owned contractors for the chamber because obviously if you own a home or something, you're looking for someone to maybe to do a bathroom for you, or if you're looking for a lawn service, or if you're even commercial construction. So, and I was just using the medium of the internet to try and do that. But certainly we have this available here through our directory. Still no questions out there? Okay. Well, I've pretty much gotten to the end of all my questions. Denise, you have any questions that you have, Chad, would like to ask? Nope. Okay,
Nope,
great.
I'm good. Sorry, I was muted. Is that we're right by at 35, so like the feedback of the sound is like, but no, I'm good. It's been great meeting y'all. I've seen, like, I've been a part of this group as well, and so I didn't realize that today that's who we were talking to. So I'm like, hey.
Well, thank you for being a member. Thank you.
For sure. Thank y'all for helping the community out, because it's been insane.
And if you're going into that Sack and Save to get some food, be there 3 hours early.
Literally, I was
waiting 3 hours for that food.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. So again, ladies, I want to thank y'all for coming and taking part. It's been an honor to talk to you guys and see what you have going on. I'm going to close out now from this portion. You guys can hang on if you'd like. But otherwise, thank you.
Right, thank you.
All right. So I just want to review what I talked about early on. As it relates to unemployment, the Texas Workforce Commission has now announced today that they're going to delay the search requirement for you if you are receiving unemployment benefits. You know, typically you have to show them that you sought employment from X number of employers in order to continue to receive your money. So they're announced today that they're delaying that. Also, the Facebook money, the $250,000, we have given that out. So if you have not received an email, or you have not received any money and you applied for the Facebook grant, please give us contact us here at the chamber. You can contact me at D Brewer, DBREWER at FWMBCC.org, and we will try to find out what's going on with you. But understand that's not to be confused with the application that was due on June 15th. That is a different bucket of money that's coming from the city of Fort Worth, actually from the federal government. That application, if you applied on June 15th or before June 15th, that money will not be dispersed until about the end of July. So it was over 1,000 applicants, so you can imagine it might take a while to get through that. So we will be looking at at those applications to see who qualifies, and that money will go forward. Today is the last day for payroll paycheck protection program. It's June 3rd. The last day is to apply as today, and probably if you haven't got that already in the process, you're probably going to be too late. And so what we're looking at now is the loan forgiveness program from the Paycheck Protection Program. It's a loan forgiveness. And if you go online now to SBA.gov and look at payroll protection program, you will see. And the latest is June 16th, 2020. That's the application you want to apply for the loan to get it. Also, we have the economic injury disaster loan, the EIDL, EIDL. You can apply for that now. That had been closed, came out originally along with PPP, and that money ran out. When it was refunded, it was only funded shouldn't say funded for, but it was, when it opened back up, it only opened up for the agriculture. And now it is reopened for others. So you can apply for that. And then you don't start paying it back for 6 months to a year, I believe. And it's been capped. The last time I looked at it, about 4%. So if you have that need, certainly go out there and apply. Also, the money I was talking about with the city of Fort Worth, Collin County, the surrounding counties, Tarrant County, Dallas County, and the city of Dallas, they have money as well for small businesses from the federal government. Now, if you are not in the city of Fort Worth, you can apply through Tarrant County. So if you're in one of the smaller cities, including Arlington, you would go through Tarrant County and their economic development department to apply for this money. So with that, that's all I have from the economic development side. I really appreciate the ladies from DFW Black-Owned Restaurant to come out and tell us about the success that they're having in terms of helping small Black business, or Black business period, increase their sales. Social media is a powerful avenue, medium. If you're not on social media, you have a business, you're not on social media, you are missing the mark. You're probably missing money. And it's very inexpensive in comparison to some other ways to market your business. So with that, thank you again for coming to attending our webinar. And we will be back next week with another informative portion of economic development that I'll be presenting to you. And with that, I'm going to hand you back over to my co-host, Denise the DJ. Denise, are you there?
Thank you. So thank you, Daryl. This has been a great session. It definitely shows the power of social media. Like Daryl said, if you're not on social media, you are missing out, because for the most part, it's free. You can sign up for free. And like on Facebook with the advertising, you can put down as little as like not even $10, $20, and you can get like a big range of potential customers, depending like on the Facebook algorithms and like your own friends. So, I mean, there's a whole technical side to it, but definitely get on it. And just to recap what we talked about earlier. So remember that tomorrow we are distributing masks to businesses from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. There's several different locations, but one of the locations is here in this building that we're in. Is the BAC, or the Business Assistance Center. It's right off of I-35 in Rosedale. So make sure to spread the word on that. We have a limited amount of masks, so it is first come, first serve. And if you need more information on that, it is on our Facebook. Facebook handle is FW Black Chamber, or just look up Fort Worth Metropolitan Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're there. So thank y'all so much for joining us again today on a weekly webinar. We will be back next week, like Daryl said, at 3 o'clock via Zoom or Facebook Live. So also, we just launched our YouTube channel. It's FWMBCC Media. So all of our past webinars that we've done are on there, as well as our we're going to start putting our the Chamber Day at MLCC, or Minority Leadership Citizens Council. We have a monthly forum with them. We're off right now for the summer, but it'll start back up in the fall. It's on the third Wednesday of the month. So those videos are going to be on there as well. So check us out. Go subscribe to our channel, because we just got it. Trying to keep up with the times, you know. Well, until next week, thank y'all. Thank you, Daryl, and we'll see y'all again next week. Bye.
Bye.